Well, we're live. Chemical or organic. Organic and chemical. What's the difference? This is a chemically grown fruit. This is a locally grown fruit. Organic, not organic. What's the difference? They're both the exact same fruit. The difference is this organic one has a different vibration for you. And then the chemically grown one doesn't have the same vibration. The organically grown has treated the land really well, where the chemically grown one has not treated the land very well. That's the difference. Hello and goodbye. Nice to see you too. I try to make my soil as organic as I can without sourcing something that's grown with chemicals, which is really tough to do, especially kitchen waste. You really, really have to watch kitchen waste. For one, if you're not having organic food, like it can have copper sulfate on it, a number of different chemicals, and that's the difference. Your body doesn't know what to do with all these dangerous chemicals, like Roundup or whatever, right? So your body's going to try to store it somewhere or try to eliminate it. That's tough, man. Then you got some serious problems. But this is not organic. This is. They're both the exact same fruit. They're just one's grown differently. This has a organic substances. This does not. Well, it does to a degree. It's all organic, but how organic is organic? And thanks for the thumbs up. That's the difference. Like when I grow food here, it's grown I've made chop and drop, I've made pathway soil bank, kind of like composting. Good morning, Franny's Farm. And how's the snow? And we're just talking about chemically grown food and organically grown food. What's the difference? Frankly, when you're hungry, there's not much, right? There's not much difference if you're really hungry. But if you're a food lover and connoisseur of food like myself, I know organically grown food. It's melting. Look at all that nitrogen you're getting to grow your organic food, Franny. But really, when you're hungry, you're going to eat whatever. And if you're in a hurry to grow some food, I suspect that chemically grown food will be available more than organically grown food. But for me, it's taste, it's nutritional value, and not the chemicals and I like that if farmers loved growing their food. It's melting slowly for you. Well, that's good, Franny, and thanks for the thumbs up. And it's going to be gone soon. Another couple 3 weeks in the north, it'll be gone too. I see it last night though. This is my third or fourth night with frost. So I cleaned out one of the chicken coops yesterday. Whew, that's a big job. Yep. Cleaning it out. I used to wear a respirator when I went in there to clean it. I had to have it. Now I'm even having issues with that, but I'm really trying to get away from inorganic objects like plastics. That's not organic, even though it's made from crude oil and it's left over from the oil industry, in which oil was plants at one time, but humans don't know what to do with this. Like I buy organic green banana and then I put that in my kitchen waste. But I have had neighbors put in, um, oh, nice, nice, Brandy. So when you're making your compost, microbes make most chemicals inert. you bind, and there's a process there. And I mean, if you look at everything, it came out of the ground anyway. But if it's in concentrated forms, then you can have some serious issues. But as it's spread and not so concentrated, then you won't have so much issues. But the mask, oh yeah, wear the mask. There's pathogens in that poop that's just super dangerous. Go in your lung, or you're smart, Franny. You're very smart. But the difference between organic and inorganic foods, like chemically grown foods, it's night and day to me. I can taste it. When you pick up organic strawberries, you can smell them, or local strawberries, and very rarely you can smell the strawberries from that's traveled a distance and chemicals were used. And even local food, you have to watch people. They'll sneak in some Miracle Grow, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying I have a choice, because there's not just burgers and fries on the menu. Charcoal filtered, yeah, absolutely, Franny, smart. Well done, Franny. Yeah, cheers. Good on you. The human body has a bunch of orifices that need to be protected from pathogens, for sure. It's it's not so good if you have excrement particles into your food supply or your orifices. Not good. That's why you see a lot of recalls. These farmers have used raw manure nearby or something like that. Hey, so that's a touch and go too. Thank you kindly for the thumbs up. That's a touch and go as well. But chemical versus organic, it's night and day. But any of that food to survive, you'll do it any way you can. I just prefer organic, but I will purchase and trade or barter, or food that you have to have. Well, you don't have to, but living near the city, there's not a lot of choices. I do have some choices because I live near the ocean, so it's a great protein sources from there, and minerals too. I mixed the manure with used 707 soil. Interesting. It's loading up your biochar with because it's like a block of Swiss cheese. So biochar, so it absorbs into the biochar. Now that's water in there too. So that's like a feeder station. It's very interesting soil. It's super interesting. I'm looking at a lot of plants here that I have to do something with, and my canna lilies have bloomed, and the geraniums and that kind of thing. They're all blooming, so it's kind of sensitive to put them out when I'm still having frost. So I'm like, in 2 weeks I could put them out, but are they done blooming then? But that's chemically grown. This is organically local grown, chemically grown. Which one looks normal? Right? But mostly kiwi, they don't need much spraying anyway. They don't have a lot of enemies like bugs and slugs and whatnot. But there is a huge vibration difference between chemically grown food and organically grown food. There's a huge difference. And thank you kindly for the thumbs up. But taste wise, there's a huge difference. When you go into an organic store that has all organic food, which is rare, if not extremely rare, you can smell everything, like hugely. Like when I go to my friend's, he has a small stand on the side of the road that he mans that has a It's a fairly good sized stand. It's not the smaller ones. You can walk around, 2 or 3 people can walk around inside, and it's all organic there. When you walk up to it, you can smell it. You can smell the beets, the lettuce, the cherries, whatever's there. You can smell it. What's that mean? Well, go to a grocery store and see if you can smell the same smell. You can't. Doesn't work like that. So there's a health difference because for one chemically grown food, I mean, think about it. Chemical, I mean, right there, naturally grown food or foraged food, that's where it's at. That's where you're going to get you're going to get your good nutrients from foraged or wild or your own grown with the best soil you can have. If you don't have soil, then you can grow hydroponically. There's nothing wrong with it, except that it doesn't taste like organic food. And then sometimes people without scruple, couth or anything like that, uh, they'll put down that it's organic. And I know the difference between organic food and chemically grown food. Now, I will eat both because if I'm hungry, I'm hungry, right? And if you have to, you have to. I'm just suggesting that you may wish to have a better choice that's healthier for you. And what day is it? Thursday today? Yeah, it's Thursday today. Oh, wow. Thought it was Wednesday. Oh yeah, no, it's Thursday. Huh. I have to go get some more coffee, and I'll be back. I'm just going over all my bulbs and seeds and my containers and my lights, and I buy fruit and vegetables from the Amish. Smart. They're smart people. They make things that they need, and they live off the land with animals and fruit and vegetables. And they stick to what they have. Like, I've helped them years ago with seeding. They would seed their own rye and stuff like that, and I'd go along just to help. But I noticed they wanted me to stay there, and I'm like, no, no, I don't want to stay here. I just come to help and stuff. And but then they want you to get married off to one of their ladies and whatnot, and I'm like, no, sorry, I'm just here for the learning experience, right? But they sure tried. But I learned that the Amish and Mennonites and those type of people, they live right on the land. They know to look after it. Yeah. Hey, Lewis, pass the smoked salmon. The difference. What's the difference? Well, do you feel more pleasure eating a wild elk steak or a a cow steak from a cattle lot? Well, for me, I'd like the elk or the beef that ran wild. Simple as that. I have more pleasure in eating organic food over chemically grown food. That's not to say I wouldn't eat chemically grown food, because if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Just wash it good and do your best. That's all you got. I've been doing a lot of trading with them. They have taken a liking to my barnyard breed of chickens. Well, then you're in there. Most of them are good people. I used to have them. I used to work in a restaurant. I was in my mid, early, late teens, somewhere around there. And they would bring in, and I was in Alberta at the time. That's northern Canada. They would bring in little heads of lettuce like that. And I'm like, what are you going to do with that? He's like, this chef, he's like, You just chop that a little bit, drop it on a meat patty, put it on a bun, and send it out and see what happens. The guy ordered another one because you can have that. That was an organic lettuce, you know. So I right away I recognized what tasted good. And yeah, you want good food, but how do you get it? You have to trust people. That's a tough thing to do nowadays with very few scruples. With some people that are capitalist, it's a tough situation. And thank you kindly for all the thumbs up. At least if you come in here and leave, you should leave a thumbs up or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me, but matters to this YouTube thing. So this and this is your organically grown kiwi, local. This one is chemically grown and it's not local. But they're both the exact same kiwi. They're the green kiwi. Yeah. And that's what you want. There's a vibration that organically grown food has that chemically grown food doesn't. And it's a good vibration. You want that. Your cells are vibrating like this. Your biorhythm's vibrating. You're having a good time. Now, if you ain't vibrating, you're having a little bit of a bad time, whether you notice it or not. Organically grown food doesn't have the chemicals of chemically grown food. There's a lot of cross-contamination going on. So when you have clean, healthy food, you'll enjoy your meal better. You don't have to think, am I going to get sick later and have Montezuma's revenge or something of that nature? And if you're compromised and you get sick from your food, you're really in a lot of trouble, serious trouble. Cheers to having no trouble. Yeah. So your choice, whether you want organic food, which, you know, treats nature with respect, or inorganic food that doesn't treat nature with respect. There's choices to do. And then some folks will go, well, I just want to have fun. Well, that's all fun, but so do I. And I want to have fun eating my organic food. Simple as that. One moment, please. The hens lay medium-sized light pink eggs. Oh, really? I wonder what kind of chickens did you say you had? I've been doing a lot of trading with them. What's this breed of chickens you have? And I imagine everything you're feeding them is right there. So again, do you buy organic free-range eggs, or do you buy chemically grown eggs in a factory? Which one's better for you? I can guarantee you that the organic one's much better for you. That's the one I would choose, and that's the one you'll feel good about eating. If you don't feel good about eating something, well, then that's what's going to happen. You know, so that's why I always make the choice of having organic food. It's as simple as that for me. I like it. I've noticed over the years, my grandfather, when I was a kid, the organic food was just coming on the scene. It wasn't popular that yet. And I said, well, are we going to try that? He goes, well, how do you tell which is which? Or is there a switch? Right? And he was right. Well, Al's life, let's see who you are. So anyway, he did put that bug in my brain. And well, welcome, Al's life. You've been around a while, and I'll go over and check out your channel. Says you can't. Okay. I'll still subscribe in case you ever go live. Welcome. I'll give you a wrench as long as you're here, give you a jacket. That way you can look around and boom and boom. Hi, Howie. Nice to see you. Well, I don't remember you, Al. I'm sorry. Oh, you're Alan. Yes, of course. I know who you are. Nice to see you too. I should have known. I should have known. So yeah, just getting to the nitty gritty of organic and chemical. Now, organic most likely will have a nice mycelium superhighway of nutrient delivery in there. You'll have nice mycelium. If it's not, and it's chemically grown, there's a lot of chemicals that seems to kill the microbes. And if you kill the microbes, well, that's not so good. Thank you kindly for the thumbs up. That's the difference. There's a night and day difference. Participants, Franny and Al's here, okay, and an unknown. But this weighs a lot. This is not an organic farm. This is from an organic farm. What's the difference? One's much smaller, one's much bigger. This one's organic, this one's not. So they've used some chemicals to grow it a little bit bigger, fertilizer most likely. I have a post up with 3 of the types of eggs I get. I haven't got the 4th type yet. I'll have to have a look at that, Franny. That's very interesting. A pink colored egg in the yolk. I think that's what you said. But for me, it's I'll eat any food. It doesn't matter if I'm hungry. Now, if I have a choice, I'll take organically grown food. Now, that's a big, broad field to look at in itself. Is it organic? Is there runoff from an area? Then, sure, this little plot's organic, but how about out here? Is that organic? I don't think so. It takes about 5 years to get organic soil where the biology is there, the microbes have come back in, and the mycelium is there, and it takes a long time. 5 years generally. Hey, CR, welcome. Good to see you, and cheers. And Lou, I don't know if he's still here or not, but just chatting about what's organic and what's not organic. Alan is still here. He grows a lot of food. If it's the same Alan I'm thinking, and I think it is, because he's changed his channel a couple times. He's just he grows really nice food. I'm impressed with that fellow. Thank you kindly for all the thumbs up. It's very kind of you all. That's a yes, laugh out loud. Hey, Lou. Hey, CR. Yeah. Chemical, organic. They're the exact same kiwi, the green kiwi. It's great to see those giant ginger that you see at the big box store. That's chemically grown. And the human body doesn't know what the heck to do with those chemicals, I'll tell you that. And the taste wise, but in an emergency or you don't have a choice, it's okay. It's nothing to fret about. Have fun. As long as you're having fun, you've got nothing to worry about. Adrian, welcome. West Virginia is outlawing chemical food dyes. And about time. I see there's a discrepancy from America to, say, France. In France or Italy, you're not allowed to use a lot of that stuff. Not allowed to use it Roundup. Not allowed to use it. And they've never allowed GMO food. They don't allow it. So when I buy something from Italy, like I actually bought a cake from Italy, and it was flown here just not too long ago. My best friend had a birthday, so I bought a cake made in Italy. It was flown here, and then I picked it up, and He's like, gee, is this ever a really great carrot cake? And I said, yeah. Doesn't it taste different? He's like, yeah, you can taste carrot cake. And it was a real cream, organic cream icing and organic sugar and organic flour and organic carrot. The list was freaking endless, right? He's like, that's the best I've ever had. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I said, happy birthday, buddy. And he's like, wow, this is the greatest birthday ever. I'm like, yeah, man. Now you go buy your carrot cake anywhere else and it tastes like crap, as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you make your own from organic ingredients, it tastes great. I can't even taste the carrot in the carrot cake. I like putting carrot juice into the cake. I really taste carrot like. And but any food is good food if you're hungry. Okay, you have to eat. You have to maintain energy and that kind of thing. You know, and nutrition is there is some nutrition in chemically grown food. Let's face it. You know, have you ever had an organic cigarette? I'll tell you, it's quite enlightening. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but years ago I used to have these Sky Dancer cigarettes from Arizona, and they were just natural tobacco, and you'd smoke them. They didn't have all the chemicals in it. Let's see what everybody's saying. Al's life. So much bad things done to food now. I know it's for presentation, etc., but it's bad for us. Oh, absolutely, Alan. Absolutely. Sips on coffee. Hey, I ate a smaller green onion already. Run, onions. Free the onions from CR. Adrian, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Bill. Hi, Bill. Hi, newfound drone. Carrot. Yep. Carrot. That's smart. And oh, I saw your video there where you're not allowed to have smoke there, Bill. That's pretty rough. That's control, boy. Yeah. Wow. Funny hate. Well, it is, but I wouldn't want to be you getting the $50 fines. You know, eventually when you die, that'll all be taken out of your estate. Hey, by the probator will pay. You know, oh yeah, no one gives up on what you owe. It just gets put on the shelf for a while. But yeah, organically grown food, to me, that's why tomatoes go. When you have fresh garden tomatoes, they taste good. The ones at the store, it's a hit or miss, or it's a total miss. Okay. And when I go buy my cucumbers, I have to buy them because I don't grow them. So that's a hit or miss. So which one's going to taste like a cucumber? A field cucumber will taste like it's from the field. It's as simple as that. That's a hard thing to get, but it's not impossible. You ask your grocer, like, are you getting any organic food in? And you'll know organic field grown cucumbers. You'll know it right away. For one, you can smell the cucumber. One grown with chemicals, you can't smell that. It's night and day. When I stop at my friend's organic farm, when you go up to the stand, you can smell everything, and you're like, wow. You don't get that wow factor going to the grocery store, pal. Did you know tomato is the second plant next to tobacco that has the highest nicotine content in a vegetable? No, Bill, but thank you for the education. I appreciate you. Did you know, Bill, that you shouldn't live in a HOA if you want to have a smoke? I found that rough, dude. I've seen other stuff too. This one guy, he was in the HOA and he was growing organic food, and he was growing it, like right out there, and he was getting rid of the lawn. And no, you're not allowed to do that. You must have a lawn or a bricked area or stones put into the area that it has to be pre-approved by the board. Blah 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 blah. There's not much freedom in it, and for an artistic value, you're not gonna get. You want to put like garden ornaments in. That's a no. You want to have a party. That's a no. You got to have a business. Not from there, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. But there's some pretty funny stuff like the the local guy that tattletales on everybody. There's this one that he was coming up and just ringing the doorbell and telling him each time there was an infraction. Well, they got tired of that and they opened up the door and splattered him with a pie or whatever it was, and then just shut the door. The guy didn't get it. And so the people, he would go back to the HOA meetings and boards and whatnot and complain. And he would actually come over, and then finally this one lady punched him out. She opened up the door and just give it to him and shut the bloody door. And he got the police there. But then I don't know what happened and everything. I don't know what the outcomes were. But the police did show up, and I don't know if they arrested her or not. But that guy was coming over, ringing the doorbell as soon as they would see a delivery. I guess you have to have delivery at a certain amount of time, or at that time, and you're not allowed to have a guest and that kind of thing. So anyway, it she beat the crap out of him pretty good too. And I haven't seen that video for a long time. It was a while back. But chemically grown food and organically grown food, you're not going to find it in a HOA. Now, then there's Dan's Food Forest that lives in a HOA, and very rare, and he has a forest in his backyard of food. I love that guy. Amazing fellow. And he grows all his own food, does chop and drop, and uses rabbit manure. And chop and drop, if you're doing that, you have to chop and drop it really, really small. And that degrades quicker than something left whole. And if you're using kitchen waste, try not to contaminate your compost with, like if you're spraying something and cleaning your countertops and throwing the paper towel into the compost, don't do that. You're killing the microbes. You want clean compost. It's a tough thing to do. I'm constantly finding plastic in my compost. People just throw it in there, and because I allow people to put their kitchen waste in there, and I give them the rules, right? The rule is it's only organic banana peel that goes in there, or if you've got organic carrots or something like that, you try to maximize. And some people go along with it, and then some people, it's like a small, about 30% margin. They have this ideology. Well, that's not fun. Well, neither is living on a polluted planet. That's what I tell them, right? Well, so it's a no-brainer. I planted 3 pots of honey rock cantaloupe. Might be a bit early, but I want to get them growing good before I introduce them outdoors. Yeah, hardening them off is a big thing too, Bill. And they have a root that goes straight down, okay, off the vine, or I don't know if it's a vine on the ones you have. Most are. Some are, but they have a root system that goes straight down. So make sure your pot's a little bit elongated for watermelon or honey rock cantaloupe or whatever it is. Yes, this is a vine. Yeah. A deep pot, Bill. So the root, if you're going to grow it for a month before you pop it outside, you're longer because you're where you are. And then you want that and very fragile, Bill. If you break that off, you'll only get 1 or 2 cantaloupes. Okay. You want to hold that together. And question, 5-gallon bucket, good? Oh, no. Oh, I know. Okay. 5-gallon bucket. That's a little big. What you want is like a pop bottle, Bill, like a 2-liter pop bottle. That's perfect. And you just snip it off and take it out and gently put it in there. And they really like a mound. So, and then you put like a couple of garbage bags on the mound, and then you'll get prolific because you got to have that roots going down. So it's a little colder down, as it goes in the beginning of spring and summer. So you want to heat that mound. But that may be my goal, 2 cantaloupe per vine. Well, wouldn't you like 20, Bill? Right? And the first couple, as soon as they're as soon as they're just looking about right size, because cantaloupe don't get very big. I mean, Minnesota midget cantaloupe are only size of a toonie, right? Depending on what you want to grow, but you need that heat from that black plastic. Is again, I heard this topic today is organic versus chemical, and I'm giving advice to put black plastic there because you're so far north. Oh, but my experience with them, I have to prune them to get them to plump up. Well, yeah, you don't want them putting out like coming near about just past halfway season point towards 3/4 of the season being over. You don't want new runners, so yeah, prune them off. Absolutely. Absolutely. Growing cantaloupes and watermelons is they're okay. For one, they're really healthy for you. Okay. They're a water fruit and vegetable, whatever I think it's a fruit because it's got seeds. Yeah, so it's a fruit, I think. Or berry. No, it's a berry. Yeah, those are berries. Gotta think all the time, which is pretty good, but sometimes it can be difficult. We're not all perfect. But when you're growing organic food, you're looking after nature and the planet. When you're not growing organic food, you're using chemicals and it is destroying the planet. It may or may not recover, but still, you're making a good choice. And that's what you want, a good choice. I mean, a healthy body and a healthy mind makes a healthy choice. An unhealthy body and an unhealthy mind makes a very bad choice. It's very simple. Howie, I successfully harvested before, only one good one, but only had one vine at the time. Just make 3 mounds close together so the bees, if they land here, they come over and land there. And do your own pollinating, Bill. If you want more, get a feather, or a Q-tip and gently, there'll be some little antlers there, and gently move it all around and then move it over. But put one mound here, and mound here in like a triangle. And that way, anything in action in their wind comes this way, that way you're gonna, or an ants will pollinate too. But yeah. If it don't make sense, well, then don't do it. Franny's Farm, the taste is like no other, nothing like anything in the store. Hey, yep. That's why I tend to add small pieces in for chop and dropping. Yes, the smaller the better. Yes, I had cantaloupe grown in my compost pile on 1 year. They were very good, only the size of a softball. Yeah, they're not going to grow big. Some do, like I've seen in the desert in the Okanagan, OK Falls area where it gets super hot. They look, they require heat, and they're a water fruit or water berry. Yeah, they're a berry. That's weird. Yeah, makes sense. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Did I miss anything? Yeah, so organic to me, what that represents is I'm going to feel better. I'm going to get a good vibration from doing that. It's a little bit more work, but at least you know that you left the place in better shape than you found it. Right? That's very, very important for the next generation. Think that your grandkids or your kids going to be eating from that land. Hell yeah, they're going to be. Organics just taste better too. Well, yeah, the vibration from it is it's night and day, and you can taste it. Oh yeah, you can smell it too. And I'm going to feel better that I didn't crap on the land with a bunch of, you know, when you buy an avocado, you think, oh, isn't it a beautiful avocado? Do you know how much chemicals was used to grow that avocado? Okay. And from mold, fungus, birds, animals, uh, bugs, to grow an avocado requires some really heavy stuff, like copper sulfate. You ever notice that blue hue on it when you're like, oh, and then you cut it or peel it, it's on you. It's on you. That's copper sulfate, and that's a microbe killer. Okay, it's simple as that. It's a microbe killer. Okay, that's it. And if you're going to eat avocados, try to get organic ones. It's almost impossible, but not. And then before you even cut that avocado or peel it, you can peel them too when they ripen a little bit. You wash it with warm water for a minute or so and really get your fingers in there and wash it off, because you're going to be handling that. Okay. You're going to eat that. And avocados are big. Okay. A lot of people are eating them because they're a stone fruit. They're related to peaches and plums and that kind of thing, and cherries. They're a stone fruit. So it's an easy, quick, healthy food if you're not cross contaminating that garbage that's sprayed on it. And avocado, if it's not ripened, for me, I don't care for it, because it's very hard and difficult to, if it's green and hard, it's night and day. It's make sure moisture is there to aid decomposition process. Yes, organic. Yes, when you chop and drop, absolutely. I live on land that was bought by third grade grandparents and eat. Nice. That's one fruit I don't like, is avocado. Well, if you don't like it, you don't like it, Bill. The avocado industry is causing untold problems in the places it's growing, not only environmental, but has a negative impact on wildlife too. Absolutely, Alan. Absolutely. I couldn't say that better. And it's something to really take into consideration when you're buying food. I mean, it's going to cost more, so try to produce more. Your hoop house or your greenhouse or your passive solar greenhouse. If you don't own land, try to partnership with landmates, churches, common ground, wasteland. Then you got to get out there and knock the door and say, can I build this, or can I grow this? Or, it's a big thing to grow organic food. I find it has little taste. Well, what it is the lipid in the avocado is compatible for you, Bill. And there's rancid lipids, and then there's healthy lipids. So a rancid lipid would be like seed oils. Those are just garbage. That's not healthy. Now, if you take salmon oil, avocado oil, that kind of thing, it has omega 3s in it. Plus, it has a lot more too. A marine lipid I take is really good, and you'll notice that things will get healthier. Like I noticed that some things, that problems I had when I started eating healthier, went away. Not all, I wish. I was not to let my pigs eat avocado pit. No, but there's a lot of nutrition in avocado pit, and avocado should never be given to a dog either. Chocolate, same way. There's a few things you don't give to animals or humans. Like, it's really tough to eat nightshades, hey, on a human being. You want to see a sugar spike for 36 hours? Eat a potato, which is it's a nightshade. And nightshades have undigestible proteins to a bunch of stuff that you can't digest, that the body's thrown out of whack. Every time you eat nightshades, it's there are benefits. You're not hungry anymore. But again, think about it. Do you want to feel better and more full? I'd rather go eat a bunch of codfish tongues, right, for my protein, or codfish cheeks, or halibut cheeks are delicious. They taste like lobster. But nature calls. Oh, hello, KP. Good morning. Franny's Farm, me too. The Norland Reds do so good in my area. Yeah, yeah. Good to see you, KP. Welcome back. Thank you kindly, CR. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, it's like the salmon that I smoke, right? I smoke one every time I wake up with a coffee, and it's organic. I don't do the indoor chemical stuff. No, um, just don't do it. I feel a difference right away. I don't get obliterated out of my brain, and I get a nice mild buzz. I'm okay with that. I used to drink wine many years ago, and I'd make my own. I knew it was organic because I grew the grapes. But I used to buy this bicycle wine from Chile, and tastes really good, tastes delicious, and there was no problem with drinking a glass or two. You go and drink any other wine? Yeah, headache. I live in Maine. We have a short growing season. Yeah, yeah. So you have to manipulate where you are. Yeah, you need a month or two before and a month or two after. So you create those conditions. We have all grown red potatoes. We also have, yeah, they're all potatoes are nightshades. Oh, how I love smoking salmon. Laugh aloud. Finds I find it relaxing. It takes away my dreams when I sleep, and that's a good side effect for me. Yeah, I have night terrors from time to time. Get yourself some oxygen, Bill. Up your oxygen, Bill. For real, dude. Take the nitrogen out of the air. Get some clean air and nitrogen and chamomile tea. But get yourself a machine that cleans the air. For real. Yeah. And don't do anything you're not supposed to, like anything that will pollute your body. Like, you know, don't stand next to a petrochemical plant, or if you're going to smoke something that's organic, like organic tobacco or organic cannabis, that's where it's at. So, if you're going to smoke, it's best not to if you're oxygenating. But if you have night terrors, then your body is telling you something. You got to let go of something, like pain body, and then it's you got to get to the now. Last night I had a dream I was shooting an AK-47, and you know what? In my dream, I was like, I don't own a gun, right? I don't own one. What's this all about? Well, if you're watching too much TV and lately all you see in the news is Ukraine this or the Middle East that or Russia this, and so I steer clear of that. But last night I had an actual in my dream, and I was shooting in a war zone. I was just like, oh, that'll never happen because I don't get in lineups for one, and for two, I don't own any weapons, and I know a lot about weapons, but I would never own one. I don't have a need for one. I don't go hunting anymore, and I'm not afraid of anybody. I've done nothing wrong. So if someone breaks in here, then they're in a lot of trouble. I can only throw down for a little bit, but what I'm throwing on you, you better be able to take up something pretty freaking bad, boy. Oh, yeah. I dream of coffee sometimes. Really? I think it's due to the trauma, but I will try. Well, yeah, but up your oxygen, Bill. I'm telling you, man. And smell the flowers, Bill, and smile and say, I love myself and I love everybody. And if you can commit to that love, that you'll always show a better way. And I know you do, but I mean, it's a regiment that's not easy, but acts of kindness and goodness is free, and that is to be done from now till the day you pass away. You know, and you'll have a much more relaxing life. Sometimes in life, people can be mean to other people, and you can carry that trait on. It's a trait. It's a learned trait, or you've got nightmares. So breathing, learning, forest bathing. Watch Vancouver. Growing on Vancouver Island, that lady goes out and forest bathes, hugs the tree, smells the flowers, makes the bouquet. I imagine she's doing that for a reason, just like the rest of us, is to find serenity now. But eating organic food, I feel safer eating organic food. And it's interesting because I see people get sick and I'm like, well, what are you eating? What was your last meal? Right? And then they're like, well, I had a juice box. I'm like, really? Juice box? Whole food means whole food. A juice box is not whole food. Now, if you were to go and get the cherries or whatever it was in that juice, chances are that is whole food. Was it chemically grown? Probably. Dream of coffee, CR. Have you seen the reports about chemicals in dispensary cannabis? I absolutely have. I would never do that stuff. You're going to try. Good for you, Bill. Howie, this is why you're my friend. You're a head full of info, now listening to your knowledge. Well, I just pass on love. I made a choice many years ago to spread as much cheer and love as I could. I'm not perfect, man. I'm not perfect. No one is. And there's someone that says they are, well, nice to meet you, Jesus. Right? It's about the only perfect guy there ever was. Or maybe, Jesus, Allah, or Buddha. All these great healers, Who knows? I wasn't there. Good morning, Earthlings. Peace Journey. Hello. Hey, Zardos. How's it going there, Oz? Chaz? Good morning. And you're welcome, Bill. And I hope you get a good night's rest, Bill. Well, you're killing it, Howie, as much as you think you're not. Oh, I don't think I'm not. But, you spread the love. Goodness and kindness is all you have, and sharing. It comes down to the ego. Your ego, okay, there's a difference. If you use the words, I own these crayons, they're mine, and this desk is mine. Okay, so you're being programmed, neuro-linguistic programming for that ego, that you have to obtain something that's yours. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. I don't have a problem with it. Now you're carrying a pain body. Well, that I have a problem with. Now, if you say, oh, these crayons are for everyone to use and you're all sitting on the floor or at a table, well, you're all together. You're all earthlings. You're not separated. And that's the thing of not using words that carry an ego. If you want to feel better, like mindfulness. And I go to a friend of mine, and she has a channel of mindfulness, and it's very interesting to go there. She's very sensitive to everything. I haven't seen her for a week, but I go there and I listen to her, and she has non-possessionistic views. So that really helps. If you feel good about yourself, you'll make a good choice. If you don't feel good about yourself, you will make a bad choice. Just saying. Good morning, Peace Journey. Always a pleasure to see you. And Zardos, that means leave the skin on the taters for cooking is the best part. Well, I don't advocate actually eating potatoes. They're not for me. I'm a diabetic. So that's a really high carb. But if you're not a diabetic, eat your potatoes within 20 minutes after digging them. Okay. They taste the best. Okay. Steam them nice little nuggets, but do it right away. As soon as you dig them, wash them, dig them, pop them in the pot, and see the difference of that nice new nugget you went and bought or you kept for a few days that didn't come out of the ground fresh. There's a big difference in vibration there. Huge. Ego is fine until it causes another pain. Yeah, that's so true. Peace Journey. Well said. Zardos have always kept the skin on the potato. Yeah, it is more nutrients, but again, it's a nightshade, and most, if not all, humans, it's not good to eat nightshades. It's just, I know people that are very organic and very aware of all the foods they eat, and they've made fun with it, and they're super healthy. They're in their 80s and 90s, and they don't eat nightshades. Just saying, they just don't eat them. And so they're doing very well. But if you're hungry, eat the potato. And if you can handle high carbs, be right back, dogs. Okay. I'd rather use the word consider over should. Well said there, CR. Ego is fun. Yeah, I eat it all. Yep. Well, the thing is, if you got to have chemically or organic food and you're hungry, go ahead. You're going to feel a little bit better because there's something in your belly. Now, that being said and done, you're a human being and you should be able to make a good choice. A healthy choice, it means you have a healthy mind and a healthy body. Okay. So if you don't have a healthy choice, you have an unhealthy body and an unhealthy mind. Pretty straight cut. So for me, I want the soil to be healthy. So I'll always try to make soil with the best materials, the best biomasses that I can find. And if I think that when I get my coffee grounds from Starbucks outside, that every Starbucks has a bin that's corporate that you come and people are allowed to take it. Now, coffee is heavily laden with a lot of chemicals, okay, from lead to pesticides. So what I do is I usually leave that for, like if I'm picking up whole bags, and they're generally 50-pound bags that are in the blue bin, I'll leave that for years and years. And I'll grow hemp on that. I'll grow sunflowers on that. And then one day I'll go over and dig that up and it'll be rich black humus. So, you really got to watch your what's the difference between healthy and organic and what you can afford. It's huge. I'd rather use the word consider. Yes, consider this. Thanks for the neuro linguistic programming, CR. It's a good program. Hey, Make It by Mandy. Good morning. Hey, you must be back from your trip. How'd it go? I saw some red and black potatoes on the market now. Wow. I love potatoes. I have a forest floor full of potatoes, but I don't eat potatoes anymore because I'm a diabetic. I can't have the carbs. I don't eat rice, bread, potatoes, pasta, and sugar. I don't eat that in any form. I try not to. I might slip up once in a while and have some pasta, little tiny bits, small problem. Big pile of pasta, that's going to be a big problem. Trip was good, but USA pulled me into secondary, and it took them forever to search a literally empty van. Wow. Oh yeah, that doesn't sound right. And Pilgor, let's go see and make sure it's Pilgor. Very good channel, and it is, and I'm subscribed. So, we'll put your jacket on you while you're here. Add as moderator. There you go, Pilgor, and good morning to you and yours. Good morning, Howie. Organic is self-sustainable and takes care of itself pretty much with minimal help. I couldn't agree more. What happened there? You should have had a jacket. Remove a standard moderator. No, I'm not going to do that. Huh. I gave you a jacket there, Arizona Hunters, Treasure Hunters. Is that? And it is. It's the same channel. You never know. There's lots of hanky-panky going on. Good morning. Choose a fresh small green onion. You're so smart. The sulfur in there is so good for you. Yeah. That's so healthy for you. And then vitamin C, if it's fresh, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, that's just beautiful. So green onion, I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of green onions. I couldn't say more about them. They grow in the windowsill. They're the first thing chives to pop out. The alliums, they pop out, and I love chives just a bunch and chew them on them. You know, your vitamin C you need every 4 hours. What's this? David Carlisle, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, David. Good to see you. Dave Knight. There's lots of Daves in here. Hello, David. I like a basmati rice. It's very tasty. Yes, I'm sure it is. But if you're a diabetic, you got a super high carbs. Carbs last in the body inside you a long time, like 36 hours. I've read about from people like that are a lot smarter than me. And then sugar, it's 2 hours spike, but carbs keep you way up, carb up. So you always got this energy. That's all great if you're a long distance runner or you're climbing Everest, and I'm not. So I limit my carbs as much as possible. But if I was having to go out into 40 below weather and I got to walk somewhere and for 50 miles or something, I'm going to carb up. I love the flowers chives grow. Bees love them too. I love them. I think they're fantastic. And all the seeds that are in there, easy to spread around. Very cool. Dave Knight saying hello. David Cross, hello. Spinach and kale, Phil Gore's talking about. Yeah, that detoxifies you. Young spinach, young kale. You don't want older plants because you're building up oxalates over time, and oxalates are not good to have built up inside your human body. And it takes a bit of time to do it. But if you slow down and just have baby spinach and baby kale, you're going to do better. The older the plant, it's not so good for you, but it's okay to have if you're hungry for the short term. It's kind of like it doesn't matter because you're hungry, right? I put Howie out. You put your dog out. Good morning, David. I walk lots. Yeah, I bet you do. And so do I. So I love walking. I'll get out and I swing my arms and I'm walking. But when I'm out walking, I'm also foraging. And again, that's mostly organic food. Yeah, all food's organic, okay, because it's organics, right? But not all organics is chemical free of what your body doesn't know what to do with. And that's a big thing, man. Your body's like looking at all these chemicals, and there's complex molecule building going on. All of a sudden, you've got, oh, what do we do with this Roundup? Well, there's a problem. Speaking of kale, mine has regrown itself this year, so has my chard. Yep, me too. I see that when I go out here and I go to a bunch of different gardens, and yeah. Collards after the first frost are nice, hey? Howie, have a nice day. I got to get to work. See you, Franny. Take care. Comfrey. Yeah, comfrey is a mineralizer. It actually goes deep into the earth and pulls out minerals and puts it up in the green leaves. That's why you'll see permaculturalists and other people, other earthlings, will say, put it around the apple tree after they chop it, and the minerals go down into the lateral growing roots proportionately to activity level. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, absolutely. Who's leaving? Yeah, bye, Franny from Make It by Mandy. Yeah, comfrey is very interesting. You make a tea from. I really like that. But again, there are constituents in there that has been concentrated and given to a mouse, and the mouse died of whatever disease, cancer, whatever, right? There's two ways humans die, like over long-term old age. One is tumors, and the other is congestion. Do you want either one of them? No, be like, a healthy glide to the end, the final glide. You don't want to be struggling, and that's what I'm going through. Peace Journey. Have a great day, everyone. Need to go to work and clear some garden plots. Have a blessed day, Howie. You as well, Peace Journey. Stay safe out there. Yep. See you, Peace Journey. Make it by Mandy. Bye, peace. Okay. Yeah. This is chemical grown. This is organically grown. And you'll see that a lot when you go buy organic ginger and then you go buy the chemically grown foreign imported stuff. One looks huge like this and the other one's a little tiny like that. That's for a reason, you know. So you'll feel better when you eat organic as much as possible. If you can't afford organic, try growing your own, trading. But if you absolutely have to, it's okay to just eat your chemically grown food because you have to have something. Something is better than nothing. And so like don't worry over it. Mother Earth Garden Club, welcome, welcome, welcome. But wow, I just seen on the news if Canadians stay in Arizona for more than 30 days, they have to register as an American now. Well, do they have another lineup that I could register as an Earthling? Just saying, man. It's egotistical nonsense. That whole scene. Watch about 5 people will leave that don't want to hear that. I see it. Comfrey is one of the ingredients I have in my herb tea, in addition to star anise and valerian root. You're on it. You're very healthy. So yeah. And your hair is not gray. You have your hair. I know Zardos personally. He's a good friend of mine. Just saying what I saw. Yeah. One guy at the store just a couple days ago, I was trying to find some organic food in this market, And he said, yeah, Canada now. And I'm like, okay, I'm not saying anything. He goes, how do you feel about the trade war, man? And I'm like, well, I don't. He's like, what? You're not Canadian? I'm like, well, I'm like Albert Einstein. I'm a world citizen and I'm an earthling. I don't have a nationalistic ego. Oh, frick, man. He melted. He threw down his food. He's just looking at me and I'm like, is this guy going to try to take a poke at me? Because I'm going to smash him with a bunch of carrots or something. I didn't freaking care. Well, if your hair isn't gray, that means you're absorbing your minerals still, like Zardos there. He's absorbing his minerals. When you see this, that's blonde, right? Kind of dirty blonde. But it's blonde. My beard is gray with a little red here. So I'm absorbing my minerals. Thank you all for that thumbs up too. I just live. Yeah. I follow Albert Einstein. He's my favorite earthling. Well, one of my favorite earthlings. I have a bunch like Tesla and people like that I really like. I think they're fascinating people. I like that, hey? I really like it. I like being an earthling. I'm no one else, right? So that's oh yeah. So organic or inorganic? This isn't organic. This is a local kiwi, and I found one a few days back outside on my vine. And here, okay, here's the yeah, they're the exact same green kiwi. Yeah, I just lived to yeah. Hey, Jay Dixon. Hey, all Earthling Howie, listening as I get ready to go out. Well, you have a lovely day, Jay Dixon. And Make It by Mandy says, hi, Jay. Yeah, so there's a vibration with organic food. there's a vibration with the land looked after that hasn't been killed with chemicals. You can smell it. The negative ions that affect your biorhythm. You say, oh, you ever smell that rain? Ah, you ever go to the beach and feel, that's negative ions. That's what you're supposed to have. People think, shouldn't I have positive ones? No. No, negative ions are what you need. Just saying. Smash that thumbs up, friends. Friendly earthlings. So now, when you finally figure out that you're an earthling, there will be a lot less strife in this world. You're not going to go, oh yeah, that guy's Ukrainian or that guy's Russian. No, it's your fellow earthling. And you all better get along, kids. Right? Like the planet is kind of polluted. So the more we do be proactive to leave this place in better shape than we're seeing it, the better off our grandkids are going to be. Just saying. Petticore, I love the smell of rain. Me too. Smash the thumbs up. Absolutely. Like rain is so important, but acid rain's not that important because it kills microbes. It makes the soil just dead. I love the smell of rain too. I just adore the smell of rain. I do. Or even just getting in the shower and you're showering. Now you can have like filters on your water that you take out the chlorine and fluoride and all that. And it makes a difference. It's accumulative. And you can feel your skin get softer and brighter and more tone and vibrant just from getting all the garbage out that you're washing yourself with. Just saying. Thank you all for that thumbs up. That's very kind of you. And it's 7:14 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 2025-0313. Yeah, the smell of air is just so overwhelming when you go first thing in the morning. I'll walk along this bicycle path, and you can smell the pines and the trees and everything. But then as the morning progresses, it disappears. Why? Because you have pollutants then. You have cars, and you have people, natural gas pumping out carbon monoxide, and then it's in the air. And don't think it isn't. Oh, Jay Dixon says, most of the concepts of tribalism and division are concepts to serve politics, money, and power. Absolutely. I couldn't say that better myself. We should look for commonality to support each other. Yeah, you're an earthling. You're going to become an earthling real fast with, aliens ever show up and they're starting to consume people. Well, all of a sudden, that guy's not black over there anymore. That guy's not brown over there anymore. That guy's not white anymore. You're all earthlings because you got to stick together because you're being consumed. Yeah. Just saying. I'm living with the birds and the bees, the leaves and the trees, raising the frequency. Absolutely, Pilgor. Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. Mother Earth Garden Club. I put in a whole house water filtration system years ago. Yes, so smart. So smart. Mother Earth down to 19 Fahrenheit on Saturday. Woo, brutal. That's brutal. That's really brutal. 19 Fahrenheit. Isn't that like super cold? I can't take cold. I have uric acid arthritic problems. So as it gets cold, I'm like, I could feel it. 15. It's -10. That means minus more. Oh my God. I hope stay dry and warm there, Mother Earth. 90 Fahrenheit isn't that cold. Well, okay. Wait, what? Creative Redundant says 15 Fahrenheit equals 10 Celsius, -10 Celsius. I need more coffee. Yeah, me too. I don't want to think about numbers. That's your job. But, if the land is healthy, you're going to have a healthy human being. If you have an unhealthy human being, you're going to have unhealthy land. It's as simple as that. There's no cut the chase and go, oh, I want to do this. You want to do, okay. So you're making a poor choice. So unhealthy mind, unhealthy body makes unhealthy choice. And it's really freaky to see, it's as simple as that. It's some freaky stuff to see. And I prefer organic, but when I'm hungry, I'll eat it just about anything. I'll eat frog legs to snails to clams on the beach to some eel grass, sweet grass. Bay's place. Good morning. Yes, I agree. Started peppers yesterday indoors in our lights. Yeah, well, tomorrow's the full moon. So, if you're going to plant something, the past couple, 3 days is the best. You want to get it out and I was looking at the Farmer's Almanac. I didn't purchase it because I was on my way out of the store and I noticed it there. And then this old guy's like, "Is that the Farmer's Almanac I heard you say?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because they actually still put that out. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I said, I read that. Sometimes I read them for years. I have to go back and see what the predictions were and all the tips and tricks and recipes. And it's just fun. Farmer's Almanac's great. Simple as that. So anyway, he was all happy, but he was on his way out. He was getting picked up, and he agreed that he's coming back to buy the Farmer's Almanac. It's just something you do, and sometimes it's accurate, but it gives you a lot of good ideas, and it's entertaining, right? 4 Celsius here, sunrise. Yeah, rain's coming here apparently. Yep, there it is. But it was frost last night. Bloody cold. Thanks for all the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Isn't there supposed to be an eclipse? Okay. And they are saying hello. Hello, Verna. Peppers yesterday indoors under lights. Nice. I follow what the old farmer said here. No planting until we see no snow on Mount Benson. Yeah, right. For sure. Time to start seeds here for some cool crops for sure. Oh yeah, I've direct sowed a bunch of different things, radishes, did a bunch of stuff. I should have videoed it, but oh well, getting away from that. March 15th coming fast, 48 hours away. My body just refusing to wake up, laugh out loud, too much to do, so can't sleep. Yeah, I had that issue. I did get better sleep now. I was having some serious issues with breathing. My breathing pipe collapsed and would come back after I swallowed and shake around. And that's been happening, but I didn't know that's what it was, that I was so there. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I'm having some real serious battles. So, but I'll figure it out. I'm smarter than breathing apparatus. I know I am. I want to be. I know I'm going to be. My body's just refusing to wake up. Yep. So the old farmer said, they had sayings, and this one old guy I knew, he would go in and look at his pig fat, his lard, and he had skin in there and a squirrel skin, and if it moved this way or that way, he'd go and plant something. And I'm like, okay, dude, that's a bit out there, but he always had the best. I'm like, how does that work? I'm not doing it. I don't direct so much. I find I'd rather luck with seedlings. Yeah. But I used to buy all my seedlings much more cost effective to grow my own. Yeah. And that's just it. I'm growing some seedlings this year. I'm growing here, let's see what I'm growing. Here we go. I'm growing sunflowers, red sunflowers. I'm growing these puppies. It's a very long season, easy to grow, 1/2 inch deep, germinate 7-14 days in rich soil, full sun. So I'm growing in the southern exposure on the north side of the property, but it has the southern exposure from east to west, full day sun. So, and the soil there is very rich. But this I'm growing for a wedding. Here's another sunflower, multiple head. I went to the seed show. And these are hand cultivated on Vancouver Island, easy to grow, heirloom, openly pollinated. Goodseedland.com. Here we go here. Baby's breath. Gypsophilia. I got to grow that. That's for the the wedding. I've got. Oh, I can show you. I just got another ton of bulbs too. I go, hey, Dave Knight, I go by the local trees. If the white oak leaves fall in the spring, time to plant outside. Yep. Smart guy, Dave Knight. Here's the red sunflower. It's a very red single head, I think. Yeah. And that's an annual. You got to plant every year. Oops. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did I miss anybody? Zinnias, this is part of the flower show this year that I'm going to. I need my candy cane. Here's another Velvet Queen. This puppy is delicious roasted. Totally delicious. It has a real nutty flavor. Yep. And it's ready in 60 to 70 days. I love zinnias, such pretty flowers. Yeah, yeah. And chrysanthemums. I'm growing these ones, bright eyes, for a wedding. This is for a wedding. The other one was for a flower show. And then there's the Chinese chrysanthemums, also called Shangyuku, I think. This plant is a tasty and pretty addition to any garden or plate. Leaves are harvested when young, and flowers have an unusual, pleasant, mild, spicy flavor. Great for salads and cooked in soups and stir fries. Self seeds readily. That's what you want. It looks after itself. Certified organic and openly pollinated. And I know the lady that owns this farm. It's about a 15, 20-minute drive from me. And she's really cool. I buy some of her seeds. I bought plants from her and her son many times over the years. And this like sun or partial shade, full sun, and not so much, but it likes shade. And so indoors, 1 month before setting outdoors to get it to get seated. Use well-drained, sterilized growing medium. It's sensitive to molds, funguses, and stuff like that. When established, harden off seedlings and transplant to their final location. Absolutely direct in the gardens. Early, no, but late spring, yes. So this is a direct sow in late spring. The soil must be warmed up. Protect your young seedlings from frost if necessary. Keep soil moist until plants are established. Once plants have 2 whole sets of true leaves, they can be thinned or gently transplanted to their final location. So this is very, very, very good advice. And this person has grown this before. I know this person. I know her. She's very good at growing vegetables. This is her farm, and she grows a lot for seed. She does a ton for seed, and it's all organic out there. Hi, Liberty Garden. Good morning, Liberty Garden. Let's go and see. Make sure it's Liberty Garden, and it is. Welcome, 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 and I am subscribed. We'll give you a jacket while you're here. There you go, Liberty Garden. Mandy, nasturtiums are tasty. Do you ever grow nasturtiums, Howie? Yes, I have them right here somewhere. Lovage, calendula, somewhere there. Dill, they're there. Yes, I spread that seed around. I love eating them. They're slightly peppery tasting, and that's where you get peppercorns from. So you ever buy those jar of peppercorns? That's nasturtiums. People are saying hello to Liberty. Do you ever grow nasturtiums? You can eat those, and they will self-seed as well. I've even seen people make imitation capers from the seeds. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I love cosmos and lime green zinnias. Yeah, cosmos are really cool. Yep. They take a long time to grow, though, and they're sensitive to touch. They break really easily. Did you know different colors have a bit of different flavor? Interesting. I had a spectacular clotus last summer. I got to move my. Oh, there we go. I have a magnifier on there because I can't see very good. Yeah. But on a serious note, I planted all these things. This is freesia. I just planted 2 weeks ago. Well, no, it was March 1st, I think, somewhere around there. That'll be a couple of weeks ago. But I got this at and there's 80 bulbs in there, incredibly sweet fragrance that really help. We do great in containers. Yes, they do bring sunshine to the garden, the sunshine and a bunch of goodness. That's for sure. Dave Knight, I'm taking a load of brush to the landfill and getting 2 yards of compost. Well, why are you taking brush to the landfill, Dave? Just burn it and add it to your soil. Just saying. I had spectacular. Okay, I didn't pay. I will pay attention this year. Those freesia look amazing. Yeah. And here's all the golden rules on it all. When planting, need full sun. Scotty, welcome. Yeah, Dave. Maybe it's something like that you don't want or something. I never bring anything to the landfill. I just don't. I put everything in recycling, and I put everything in my Pathway Soil Bank. So what's this one? Oh yeah, these are the glads. I got 45 more glads. They look pretty in a vase. I'm trying to time this with. Oh, you're getting 2 yards of compost. Well, that's a good deal. That's a good trade, Dave. We look also pretty in a vase. Yeah, look at the nice colors. I'm mostly planting for this color, but I had to buy them all just to get that. What is the name of the big flower that looks like a large chive flower? I love those. Oh, those are alliums. They're under the same genus. They're just called alliums, I think, if that's what it is. This is one of my absolute favorite lilies. Enjoy our huge flowers. 60 flowers a year after year. So I have 15 bulbs, so I'll get 60 flowers. So I'll get 3 or 4 flowers per bulb. And it attracts butterflies, hummingbirds to your garden. But I'm growing this for I'll be cutting out these here so it doesn't stain anything, and that'll be in part of a flower show I'm doing. Pine, the landfill chops it up and makes compost 2 years. So, oh, that's a pretty good deal. You get someone else to chop it up for you. I knew you were smart. So this is another new one I have. These are lilies. Never eat a white lily, by the way. Hey, Dave. Jay Dixon, I aim to have no waste, leave my properties thoughtful, upcycling, and pay attention to what I consume and make other people's problem. Smart, Jay Dixon. But there's some lilies there. Yeah. These are Asiatic lilies, but I'm growing them again for flower show and that wedding that I'm going to. Yes, sand, Zardo. What's Zardo talking about? One of the ingredients on Earth is sand. We're losing coastlines, islands. I express my dismay when I see dredgers. Yeah, me too. Yeah. That's a good idea, Dave, that you're bringing it in. They chop it all up for you, then just give them $10 for the load or $10 a yard. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Smart guy. I like making biochar or wood ash, so that's why I said that. Okay, I got a cough. Beach sand is different from desert sand. You better believe it is. Yeah, darn voles eat lily bulbs and tulips, so I plant with daffodils. Yeah, well, you know what? Those creatures go by a lot by smell. So, put a little mint in there and some garlics and do polyculture. And sure, they'll live there still. Voles and moles. Voles are vegans and moles are meat eaters. And so the vole is there and, you have to live with it. So if you polyculture it, they won't pick on one. Like if you have a field, let's just put it this way: you have a field. All of a sudden, you go out and you put nice lettuce rows. Then it gets eaten. Well, you're just providing a smorgasbord for all the starving. Okay. Now, if you go out there and you plant lettuce, spinach, corn, whatever, garlic, and all in a bunch, well, and chances are it'll make it. Remember, beach sand is used to build. Yeah, it's much better structure. You're right. Mandy, always make sure what type of lily it is. Some are deadly poisonous. Yeah, white lilies you don't touch. I used to have dried lily leaves for weaving, but I had no idea you could eat some of them. Yes, you can. But you can't eat a white lily bulb or a white lily. All the rest I've heard, like, tiger lilies, woodland lilies, chocolate lilies. I've had them. I've eaten them. They're, I'm fine. Oh, for sure, Vay. Yeah, there's many deadly flowers that you got some skills, learn some plants, and it's fun game. It's better than snakes and ladders and and whatever games like board games. I mean, go and learn plants. It's a very broad field. It's huge broad field: plant physiology, plant biology, soil biology. It is a huge field that will keep you enthralled for your entire life, and you still don't know everything. Only flowers plant are those that are edible. Yep. Dave Knight, I can drive on the trailer to unload and spread with the bucket on the tractor. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Daffodils are toxic. Yeah, you can't eat them. Oh, just speaking of that, I've got to go cut a bunch. Yes, I'm doing a smash and grab. And they're just growing on the boulevard, so I'm going to cut some. I got my lilies for free a few years ago. They really spread. Yes. That really helps if you take the lily bulb out and you do a little nick underneath about this far and make a T, put it back, and you'll get the bulbs and bulb, more little new bulbs. That's what you want. Rhododendron are beautiful, but very poisonous, I hear. Yeah, you don't eat honey that comes from, again, it's a rhododendron. So honey from rhododendron is not the healthiest. Now, I've been told that. I've never experienced it, but I just repeat like a parrot. Mandy, get some crocuses, mostly saffron crocuses. Yeah, we have a lot of crocuses here, a great deal of crocuses here, a whole fields of them. Yeah. But, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whoever's with you and why you're there and when you're there and how you got there, it makes a difference. Really makes a difference. So, when you have healthy food, you have a healthy body and mind because you've done a healthy choice. You're not always going to have organic. Let's face it. It's mostly chemically grown food, which is okay short term, but over long term, we've seen effects that it's not so pleasant. Saffron crocuses can generate income. Absolutely. Crocuses blooms are very short season here. Yep. Ask the greasy squirrel skin a question, Howie. Yeah, right. Oops. I will look into those. I've never grown that flower. Oh, cool. The difference between chemically grown food and organically grown food. What's the difference here? One's nice and big and plump. Can't smell it. This I can smell. See? This has a good vibration. This is an okay vibration, but it's not the best. It's as simple as that. Or what's an organic bag of carrots? $2, $3, $4? You know, it's you got to have fun. So the better carrots are the ones you grow. Here on where I am in the Pacific Northwest, I can grow carrots all year round and leave them in the ground. And when I want them, go out and dig them up. I'm doing that presently. I washed them off a little bit, mostly to scrape the dirt off and eat it. But the microbes in that are inside me. So, but making your own soil is the only thing you have that you can screen out anything that's toxic, and it's a game. It's not whether you're going to have fun or not. It's a game of healthiness, and look at it as a game, a fun game, and know the difference. And when you buy something in a package, there are ingredients in there that's not even listed. Okay. And I can guarantee you, if it's not listed, it's not healthy for you. And just because the FDA or this organization or that organization says, oh, yeah, that's good for you, bloody hell, there's been a lot of mistakes. Saffron is very expensive to buy. Yeah, it ain't cheap. I buy it once in a while. I make a parleaf out of parleaf, however you say that. I need that. I saw a family that built bins with soil in their garage. They have 2 bins, one for carrots and one for potatoes. They bury them in the soil and they stay good for many months. Yep, perfect for the hunger gap. And if it's organic, go for it. Zardos, on the way to Princeton, BC, is a forest of rhododendrons planted by miners over 100 years ago. Very cool. That is why I grow the crocuses. You can make some money. You'd have to grow a lot. Homemade is Marigold. Hey, Gear. Marigold Corporation approved. You're too funny there, Gear. But the organic food is better for you than chemically grown food. That being said and done, if you don't have the access to your organically grown food, don't sweat it too much. Just eat what you got, because when you don't have something and you're hungry, just go for it. And that's key. That's super key to keep you healthy. Is the cleaner the food, the better off you are. Zardos says good morning to everyone, just the GM. Yeah. But I'm all set for today for planting. I kept the egg. There's some plastic egg containers with the organic eggs in it, and there's like 20 or 30 eggs in there. And you can open that right up and make nice bunch of containers for sunflowers and stuff. So I'll be loading that up pretty quick. I'm growing a lot of sunflowers this year for a simple fact. They're so tasty, so beautiful. The bees love them. I love them. People love them. Flower shows love them. And the wedding guests will love them as well. Howie, why are you leaving? Howie, why are you leaving? Did I say I'm going somewhere? Why are you leaving? I don't get the question, Berna. On the 15th, I'm not having live streams like I've been having. I'm only having, that I can think of, 3 live streams a year. One will be Zardos. I bet those rhododendrons are beautiful when they bloom. I'll have to take a video of that when I go by there. I think I know where you're talking about. That's out by the mine there in the Smilkameen. I'm not sure, though. But why, Howie? Why what? Well, I want time to myself. I'm getting away from electro smog. There's a million reasons why. Our food gardens here are community gardens, and the sunflowers get coated with squash bugs. Yeah, their land is unbalanced there, Jay Dixon. Yeah. There's more birdhouses or something that can change there. If there's an imbalance of creatures picking on some food somewhere, there's an imbalance that symbols that. Okay, hope you will still visit. Well, no, I'm putting away my computer, and I'm only going to go live on, I'm going to try go live on Earth Day, which is April 22nd. Then Permaculture Day is May 8th, I think. And then there's the Harvest Moon, which I will have a live stream. That limits me to 3 times a year. And just for live streams, I'm not going to sit there and do a live stream. And there'll be like videos going up that you do a timestamp on. So they'll just be popping up over the year, and it just won't be me doing it. It'll be the machine. And that gives me time to get away from the electro smog and enjoy. I believe I will enjoy my time away and do the old hobbies that I used to do in its stead, because this is taking up my time, which is, you know what? I love my YouTube community. There's nothing wrong with this YouTube community. And it's April 22nd, Earth Day. And I really, you know what? It's just, I'm taking time away, a sabbatical, whatever you want to call it. I have some health issues I need to take care of, Verna. And, it's just, I'm doing there's no change without change. Just saying. And for me to see a change, I need to change my habits. I mean, it takes 130 times to create a new pattern in your brain, okay? I didn't come up with that. Some people that are a lot smarter than me came up with that. I understand how I will miss you. There is a email on the About section if someone wants to have a question to me. I will not be responding to questions on YouTube. I simply won't be here to do it. Good morning, Bayou Sugar Garden. Fantastic channel, great human being. If you don't know Bayou Sugar Garden, you should. I consider her part of my YouTube family. An outstanding channel to go to for great vibes and tunes and company. Earth Day is on Tuesday, I think. Yep. Where are you going, Howie? Just doing something. Oh, hey, Candy Wallace. Long time no see. Go to channel. Make sure it's Candy Wallace. And it is. Hey, I haven't seen you. And I am subscribed. Good to see you, Candy Wallace. Let me get you a jacket while you're here. And there you go. And save. Where are you going? Well, I'm going over to the West Coast. I'm going to go fishing. And then I'm going foraging in the wilds of British Columbia for berries and other things too. And I'm going to see hot springs, and I'm going to sit in them. And I'm just going to do my thing without any, electro smog around me. I'm going to have a nice, clean experience. And there's no change without change. So that's why. Sorry to see you leave, Howie. You'll be missed. And you as well, Liberty Garden. I do enjoy your company here. Very good channel. And it's not that I'm disappearing off the planet, hopefully not. But I am going to get some better health away from Canada as well. I'm not saying where I'm going, but I'm not staying here and trying to work with the institution that's here. It's not working for me. So I'm doing that. I'm doing my own thing. And I just want my own hobbies where I like to go and read plant books. I know it sounds a little silly, but I like to take my plant books into the wilds. And I actually buy books like that that's designed to get wet and dirty and in my pack, and take my time and travel with a couple of, like I always travel with my chief scout. He looks after me in case there's a problem. Bye all. Bye, Jay. Jay Dixon, got to go traveling by electric car to get Patriot Chow. Parrot Chow. See ya. Gonna feel good. That's gonna feel good. Hot springs. Yeah. So when we garden, Howie is there rooting for us. Yes, absolutely. Spiritual and physical cleansing. Absolutely. Sounds like fun. Hope you enjoy. Hope we'll see you back on YouTube once you're settled. See you, Jay Dixon. Always a pleasure. Jay Dixon is a moderator for Gardner Scott's channel. and that's all about teaching the better ways. So from having the best tea, the best bees, to the best soil, to I love Gardner Scott. So if you don't know Gardner Scott, and maybe they're gone already, Jay Dixon's gone, but yeah, I really like that channel. I've learned a lot, and I learned a lot from Charles Dowding, Charles the old Alabama gardener, and a whole host of different people. I learn from where I can. And part of my journeys this summer will be visiting old villages, logging camps, fishing holes that I did when I fished when I was a kid. So, getting away from the city. You know what I found? Okay. I would go for 3, 4, 5 days away from the city out in the middle of nowhere, and I felt better. I come back to the city and I don't feel as good. What's that tell you? Just saying. Right? Yeah. Just saying. That's learned that from Broke Farmer. Just saying. Yeah, I haven't been to his channel in a while. And another thing is I'm rearranging my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be taking off a lot of the blue wrenches, and I'm taking some videos down, and I'm going to be unsubscribing from channels I can't get to, like I want to go there, or if they've got, I never go there. Why am I subscribed to that? It comes up in my feed all the time. So when I do come back, we'll be on April 22nd, and I will be here on May 8th, and on the harvest moon. I definitely will be. Those are the 3 days of the year, and a solstice too. I've been thinking about solstice. I really like to celebrate that, but I'm doing this for my own enjoyment, and I'm just changing because there's no change without change. So vlog it, Howie. Is that like what I'm doing now? I don't know. Blog, vlog. You see all this. I'm getting to a point where I want my outdoor. I have these special books by Lone Pine Publishing and some other people too, about British Columbia, the Pacific Northwest. I have ones for the East, the South America. I have some for pretty much all over the world, but they're not all Lone Pine, but they're designed to go into the field. And I actually this is one of my favorite things, is to identify plants. I like to go and see which are edible, which are medicinal, which are to use for wild crafting, to textiles, that kind of thing. That's one of the things I like to do. And that's something I want to do before I pass away from being on this planet, is to go and enjoy the wilds of British Columbia. Some things only bloom here for 1 or 2 or 3 days and it's gone for 100 years. And I'm not going to get into what it is, but it pays to be there and smell the forest. The forest is beautiful. It's nice to see flying squirrels in the old growth forest. There's like 1% of the old growth rainforest left here. Bye, Vay. Everyone have a blessed day. Log it, huh? I'll look into it, Liberty. Video log it. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting away from videos. I'm getting away from technology. The only technology I'm going to have is my marine radio. I can turn it on and say, hey, I need search and rescue. I think I've broken my leg, or something like that, or turn on my transponder if I need search and rescue. That's about the only technology I'll be having. I may ride around on an electric bike, or a pedal bike, if I can. I run out of air pretty fast. You will be missed for sure, and you as well. I think you will feel so much better. How I look forward to hearing how you're doing when you come back in April. Well, I'm leaving on March 15th. Go old school and write a log. There you go. That's what I am doing. I'm just taking notes, and I may have one of those old Instamatic Kodak film or something. I may, it's like, So yeah, that's what I'm looking. You're smart. I wasn't going to say that, but I'll say it now. I am going to take notes of where I find the best berry patches, what time I found them. I'm going to take temperature, wind, humidity, and those type of things. And at the end, it comes down to perhaps a book one day of how things go in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I have a 40 channel CB I carry for emergency. Yeah, you have to. You have to. Channel 9, I think, is the emergency channel on a CB. That's really important to have. Oh, sound muted. Sorry. Oh, I did that by mistake. So yeah, I advocate a notebook. I'll start that again. That you take note, where are you seeing apple tree in your hood? Where are you seeing raspberries growing in your hood? Okay. Where you found tea berries under the soil and by a sawmill? Where you found blueberry patches? Where you found rabbits going? Where you found squirrels? Where you found ptarmigan? Where your quail live in abundance? And I will just make sorry about that, CR. Sound, you are muted. A book would be wonderful. Yeah, in the end, the book would be wonderful. And it'll be on how to be a good earthling. That's it. That's all there is. And it won't be a big book. It'll be a very small book. But it'll be on transparency, where why I would go and walk in the morning to get circulation, why all the good things I'm trying to do, why I'm doing them, and why I make a decision. And by March 15th, I'm going to be off of YouTube. I won't have the computer on. There are other computers in this household that I can use, but it won't be for YouTube. And I won't have that on. I have a master switch now that switches off the TV, the phone, the computer, everything without pulling the hydro breaker in my house. So I just flick a switch, boom. And I'm trying to replicate because when I leave here, I start feeling a lot better. When I get back, I'm not feeling that good. And I've seen it many times, and I'm like, well, why has that happened? Okay, what's happening here? So there's no change without change. So what I'm changing up, and you never know. I could fall in a gully and never be heard from again. Hopefully not. But but I'm doing my own thing for my pleasure and what I wish to do. TVs are bad, yeah. A lot of radiation, a lot of microwaves. And once you get caught up in it, you know what I noticed the most is people walking around with the cell phone all day long. All day long. I've read studies that take 17 minutes for the microwaves from that to grow on a mouse. I got an issue with that. I got a real problem with that. Right? I got a big problem with that. So I just want to get healthier. I don't want an unhealthy body. I don't want an unhealthy mind. I just can't do it. And your faculties, you as you age, you have to protect yourself. And as you age, you're running out of time. So you want more enjoyment. So that's what you want to do. I really think that what you will be doing is brilliant. I'm envious, truthfully. One day I plan on doing similar. Mulberries ripe mid-June to August, Oops says. See, there's a recording right there. I got to look at my videos to see when the mulberries are picked. I have a mulberry tree too, and I get a few every year. Last year I got quite a few, but that's a hit or miss. And this year I had to actually cut back some of the apricot tree. I'm running out of air. I have a machine that gives me air now, so it's going to be nice when I'm out and about. I'm getting a mobile tank. I'm running out of air, and I have sleep apnea, and so your air pipe collapses, so it's not pleasant. We only pick enough for one cobbler. Nice. Can we grow elderberry here? It grows wild here, Mandy. There's a red elderberry. Don't eat too many. And then there's a black elderberry here as well. The black elderberry tend to be up a little higher on the mountainside. Now, I'm just saying in this locale. And then the red elderberry tends to be down where swampy, watery ditches are. Elderberry grow well in Minnesota. Yeah, they self grow. The birds spread them around. And the thing about elderberry is do not eat the needles, the twigs. There's like twigs, and then there's a leaf that's very toxic. So be careful. But the berry is very healthy for you. But my last live stream will be March 15th. I don't know when I'm going live. I might be live all day long and sitting with the birds. But after that, I'm going to, okay, thank you. I will try and find some. I like to grow elderberries so I can make cold medicine. Yeah, that's the black one. It's not the red one. Okay, time to slide CSCR and put it on your calendar, March 15th. And it'll be a celebration. I have some friends coming, and it'll be a celebration. So then, yeah. Okay, time to slide. Don't eat the yellow snow. Yeah, Gear. Of course not. Elderberry grow well in Minnesota. I bet they do. I've seen them in the Okanagan growing on the hillsides, like just massively. And Oops is saying thumbs up to CR. CR is living in the great Canadian North. But I must say goodbye for now, and probably going live. But anything that goes live after March 15th is not my channel. I've seen it. I've seen people make copy channels, all kind of weird stuff, just crazy. Put your creative juices to use and really hug. See you on the 15th. Yes, you'll see me most likely tomorrow morning as well, or this evening, or tomorrow evening. You all have a good one, as Gear Gridden would say. And remember, love yourself before you love others. Yeah, bye all.